in the beginning. I never thought it would be you when we were chilling, smiling in.
So sir, why did you choose to be a teacher?
Okay. Kasi hindi naman kami nakakaangat na pamilya. No? Ang kinuha ko talaga ay AV journalism. Pero dahil magastos daw ito, sabi ng nanay ko, pinili ko yung pangalawang gusto ko. At ito nga yung pagtuturo. No? Bakit pinili ko ang pagtuturo? Simple, nakikita ko kasi na ito yung kakayahan ko na makapag-ambag dun sa lipunan. No? Bata pa lang kasi nakikita ko na mahalaga no, yung papel ng edukasyon no, sa pag-develop o pagsusulong no, ng mga pagbabago sa ating lipunan. No? So yun yung napili ko na magturo at maging bahagi ng larang ng edukasyon.
So sir, for the next question, how do you inspire and motivate your students in your lesson?
Hindi ko alam kung paano ko silang nahihikayat o paano ko kayo nahihikayat na mag-aral din o magsulit. Pero siguro, inihikayat ko sila sa simpleng pumapasok ako dun sa loob nila, dun sa sarili nilang karanasan. Mahalaga kasi sa akin na guro no, ang karanasan. Ayan ang lagi ko binabahagi sa mga estudyante ko. Inspirasyon, no, siguro dahil nagmumula naman ang inspirasyon dun sa kagustuhan mo talagang gawin yung isang bagay. Kapag gusto mong gawin yung isang bagay, nagagawa mo rin mahikayat yung mga tao na panigan din, gustuhin din, o pahalagahan din kung ano yung ginagawa mo. Siguro yun yung sekreto kung bakit ko sila nahihikayat no, at may-inspire dun sa ginagawa ko, particular doon sa mga pinaninindigan at pinaniniwalaan natin.
So for the third sir, what do you do to prepare for a certain lesson routine?
Simple lang. Maraming pagbasa ginagawa ko kasi gusto kong maging handa talaga mga estudyante academically. Pero lampas dito, mas pinaghahandaan ko siguro na ituro yung mga konkretong karanasan ko na maiugnay doon sa karanasan nila bilang mga estudyante. Naniniwala kasi ako hindi tayo dapat lumikha lang ng mga semi-intellectual o tinatawag natin mental technician students. Ano itong mga mental technicians o semi-intellectual? Mas sinabi natin ng semi-intellectual, ito yung mga uri ng estudyante na ang kakayahan lang nilang malinang sa kanila ay yung kahusayan lang sa akademiko, yung kagalingan nila magkabisado, kahusayan nila ma-perfect ang mga exams at iba pa. Pero nagkukulang no, sa usapin na paano nila talaga ma-develop yung kanilang papel no, sa lipunan, pag-aaral ng kasaysayan, at magamit nila yung mga teorya tungo sa praktika. Yan siguro yung dapat no, at kailangan na maisa-praktika yung mga teorya na tututunan sa loob ng silid-aralan.
So for the last question sir, when you meet an obstacle or problem in class, how do you resolve it?
Siguro ang problema naman talaga sa pagtuturo ngayon, una, kasi pangkalahatan, no, hindi talaga prioridad no, ng Estado ang ating edukasyon. No. Mahalaga siguro na malaman din na kinakailangan talaga na palakasin no, yung larang ng edukasyon sa atin. Pangalawa, kayo kasi ay mula doon sa mga 21st century skills, no, learner. Sinabi natin mga 21st century skills, ito yung mga uri ng estudyante na iba na yung focus at gusto nilang gawin. At kinakailangan ng mga guro makasabay sa hamon ito. No? Paano nakakasabay sa hamon? Siguro, nagbibigay ako ng mga konkretong kalagayan ng ating lipunan. No? At mula doon sa pagtingin doon sa mga konkretong kalagayan ng lipunan, na ipapaunawa mo sa mga estudyante kung ano yung kung paano nila dapat lutasin din yung mga problema nila. Naniniwala ako na kapag nilutas mo ang problema no, sa klase, kailangan lutasin mo ito collaborative with your students. No? Kailangan ang papel at partisipasyon ng estudyante sa paglutas ng problema. So naniniwala ako na may kapangyarihan yung estudyante na solusyonan no, yung problema sa loob ng klase. Pangatlo, meron kasing kultura ang ating edukasyon ng pagiging komersyal, kolonyal at elite no, o burges no, yung uri ng edukasyon sa Pilipinas. Napakahirap nung bakahin. Kasi mga estudyante, mga halimbawa sa UST, ganito yung orientasyon nila ng pag-iisip. Marami sa kanila makadayuhan, marami sa kanila pumapanig sa elitistang uri, burges na kultura, at marami sa kanila talaga yung galing sa gitnang uri, middle class to the elite na yun yung sinusulong nilang kultura. Panahon na para mabalanse natin sa mga estudyante, no? Ito mga problema ito. Paano ko binabalanse ito? Simpleng, gumagawa ako ng mga partikular, no, ng mga halimbawa. Pinapakita ko sa kanila yung mga sitwasyon at kalagayan ng ating lipunan. para sa gayon makita ng mga estudyante at hindi lang nila basta matutunan, kundi mamulat sila dun sa kalagayan ito. At sila mismo malao, baguhin ang status ko na ito at kinalalagyan na ito ng mga estudyante. Kasi ang papel ng estudyante, hindi lang maging matalino, hindi lang maging intelektual, hindi ang layunin din kung bakit tayo nag-aaral, ito pa makapag-ambag sa ating lipunan at baguhin ang ating kinabukasan.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Miss Sharon S. Legaspi. I am teaching here at the University of Santo Tomas, particularly in the College of Commerce and Business Administration. I've been here for almost a year. Now, I am teaching, by the way, 3 subjects. That includes English 1, which is grammar. Second is speech, or English 4, and the third one is business communication, or English 103.
First question, why did you choose to be a teacher?
I think it's faith. Okay, it was never really my intention to be a teacher because if you would, I am a graduate of mass communication, not exactly as an educator or BS in education. So because I thought of being in front of the camera, but it didn't turn out well. Okay, so I guess I prefer to be in front of the students to perhaps inspire them, share my knowledge. I just enjoy being in front of the students, that's all.
Second question, how do you inspire and motivate your students in your lessons?
I don't know if they're actually motivated, so I guess you have to ask my students if they're motivated or inspired by me. But I just do things like I thought will inspire my students, will motivate them, will engage them in their studies. Because it's the generation right now, they are so difficult to engage in studies that you really have to, they are somehow expecting you to become a comedian for them to listen to you entirely for the whole period. So you really have to have a strategy wherein you do not speak the whole time, you just, they're a teacher on the side, okay? And you let them do their tasks because they're very good at that.
Third question, ma'am. What do you do to prepare for a certain lesson in your class?
I never actually sleep. I slept very late just to prepare lessons, and that includes thinking of the best strategy so that I'll just go back to the previous question so that my students will become engaged with the activities. So I really have to choose activities, trial and error, identify its weakness and strength. And since I know who are my students, I can actually tailor fit the kind of strategy to be given to these kinds of students that I have.
Last question, ma'am. When you meet an obstacle or problem in class, how do you solve it?
I don't know, it's still trial and error because it's only technically my 5 years in teaching. So all the strategies and methodologies that I'm actually using, they're all trial and error. So, but for those methods that are successful, I'm still continuing that. For example, situations like students who are not listening, I think that's one of them. Okay? One of the problems. Not all of them listen to you. So what I did the last time is I called the attention of those who are not listening. Okay, I keep on calling their names so that they will participate. And are there any problems which I encountered? Francis. Let me think. rowdy. I didn't encounter any rowdy students at all. Yung mga, the only those students who are like busy chit-chatting because, you know, you can help it sometimes.
That's it now. Thank you.
I think the best. Alright.
Thank you. Hello, we are now interviewing Miss Bayona. Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Here's our question.
Uy, ano yun? May ano? May sinayo. Edit na ito.
First question. Why do you choose to be a teacher?
Well, teaching is my passion. Ever since I was in high school, I really wanted to become a teacher. But unfortunately, not say it's unfortunately, I was motivated by my parents to take up accounting instead. So I have a choice whether it's either to teach or to work in the office. But I find it more fulfilling to teach students.
Our second question is, how do you inspire and cultivate your students in your lessons?
Well, inspire. I think everybody will be inspired if they really understand the lesson. It's one of my goals, so I make it as simple as I present it in the simplest possible manner. That's my motivation. And of course, you should also know how to play, to appreciate the good outputs of your students. Nagbasagot ko for interview.
What do you do to prepare for a certain lesson?
Okay, preparation in terms of the PowerPoint is only, I could estimate 20% preparation. The actual outcome will be dependent also on your students. So be prepared, siguro at home, 1 hour for the PowerPoint presentation. It takes hours to prepare that. But worthwhile naman because if you have 3 sections, they will use the same PowerPoint presentation. But the actual teaching, yung how you should share the lesson and how you motivate students to participate, it's also another thing, no? And I could guarantee, or I could say that in every lesson or in every section, it will be a different form of discussion. The PowerPoint presentations are just there as a guide, so that you are sure that at the end of the day, the students learn or you reach your objectives. But you will see, you will get different outputs in every section, in every discussion.
For the last question po, ma'am, when you meet an obstacle or problem in class, how do you resolve it?
Sige, let's identify what type of problem are you talking about. Is it discipline? Is it they are not performing well or they do not understand the lesson? What is it?
What if they do not understand the lesson?
Okay, if they do not understand the lesson, sometimes I make, usually the second or the next class will benefit from the first. Kasi if the first class reacted that as if they don't understand it, I make renovations. Ganun before I start with my next class. No? But usually I try to, if they really don't understand it on the first meeting, on the second meeting, I do and I try to adjust it based on the needs of the students or how it will be easily understood by the students.
Ma'am, what if discipline naman?
Discipline, I'm not really, I cannot claim that I'm that good in discipline. No? Pero isa lang ang guideline. These are grown-up students and mature enough to know what is right and wrong. So just, minsan, just a simple reminder that it's parang nag-overbound na rin. That will do. Pero siguro worst case scenario, I had an experience before that I really got angry. Siguro para kasi nga it's more nakakabastos na. I really do discipline. Quiz na tayo doon. Ganun na. Usually, ako ganun ako eh. If you don't want to really discuss the lesson,